Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my latest NRL tipping video. So last week I got 6 out of 8 right, which I thought was pretty decent. So to start this week on Friday night we have the Storm Broncos. I remember a game, it was either last season or the season before. Both teams' defence is pretty solid. I think the score was 8-6 or something like that. And I'm actually thinking it will be pretty similar this year. And I'm going to say the Storm by 4. Kicking off Friday night footy, we have the Bulldogs and the Warriors, and obviously, as I said last week, as a Warriors fan, as a supporter, you've got to separate the heart and the head, but I am going to tip the Warriors this week. I think obviously last week versing the Storm, benchmark team, they'll definitely be better for the run, and I'll say the Warriors by 10. Next Friday night game, we have the Titans and the Eels. I'm actually thinking this will be a bit closer than some people are predicting. I am tipping the Eels, but I know the Eels obviously have lost Corey Norman, which is their main playmaker. However, the Titans obviously have quite a few injuries, and you could say arguably somewhat of a B team. But I am going to tip the Eels, and I'll say the Eels by 12. Alright, so to kick off Super Saturday, we have the Knights at home to the Rabbits. And for me, this is one of those tough games which could go either way. There's no doubting it. Obviously, the Knights had a good win last week, and I am glad they got the win. I enjoyed watching them celebrating. But for me, I'm going to tip the Rabbits this week. I think they're playing better footy, and I also think the Knights were, you could say, somewhat lucky last week to come up against pretty much a B-side Titans with plenty of injuries running through it. But it should be close. I'll be saying the Rabbits by 6. Second game for Super Saturday, we have the Panthers and the Roosters, and again this is one of those tough games which I really have no idea about, so to speak. Panthers had a good bounce back win last week as expected, but the Roosters are one of the form teams of the comp. But I am going to say the Panthers. I think it will be quite a good game. I'll be saying the Panthers by 2. To round off Super Saturday, we have the Cowboys versus Manly. Obviously, I'm tipping the Cowboys here. Manly are in all sorts of trouble. Basically no front rowers. Basically, the whole team isn't firing. But the Cowboys have lost, obviously, Big JT and also Matt Scott. So they're obviously a couple of forwards down as well. But I still see the Cowboys getting the job done, especially up there in Queensland. I'll be saying the Cowboys by 14. First Sunday game, we have the Raiders at home to the Tigers. I'm definitely expecting the Raiders to bounce back this week, and if history is anything to go by, I think the previous few meetings down in Canberra has been something like the Raiders have won by 50 odd points or something. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting the Raiders to win, and yeah, who knows, maybe even by 50 again, but definitely the Raiders. Okay, so to finish the round out, we have the Sharks playing the Dragons, with the Sharks at home. The Dragons came crashing back down to earth last week with the loss against the Eels. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Sharks will get the job done this week. I think it'll be pretty close for the first half or so, but then the Sharks will put away with it. I'll be saying the Sharks by 14. As usual, thanks for watching the video, and as we know, the NRL is super unpredictable, so we don't actually really know who's going to win, which is the beauty of the competition. So yeah, let me know how you went last week in the tips and what your tips are for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the footy. See ya.